The '09 Pub, a local watering hole in the southern part of St. Louis City. Patrons of this bar come here to have a drink, laugh with friends, have a good time. But they also come to watch the local St. Louis sports scene. And they have seen some great ones over the years. From Blues legendary scorer Brett Hull.
To Turgeon, Hull looking for 500. He shoots, he scores! Brett Hull, number 500!
Cardinals' current and future Hall of Famers Ozzie Smith and Albert Pujols.
Go! Go crazy, folks! Go crazy! It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game.
2 out is 0-1 pitch. It's coming. Swinging a long one. There it is, baby. The Cardinals take the lead as Albert Pujols comes through in the pitch. And the Redbirds lead this baby 5-4. What'd I tell you, folks?
Even local boys done good.
Breeze hits it in the air to center. We will see you tomorrow night.
Hi, this is Jason Tatum. I'm proud to introduce my new three-pointer to Emo's Pizza, the JT Special. It's a large pepperoni, bacon, and...
Little did they know that the '09 Pub birthed 2 more St. Louis legends. And these 2 have agreed to a race for the ages.
Michael Gannon, how did this race come about?
Well, I've been coming in here for a long time. Previous owner started bringing friends in here, and Jim Fox, one of the guys I brought in here originally, one of my best friends, pretty much turned mortal enemy.
So you're no longer friends?
I won't say we're not friends, but he's my competition now.
Do you still accept rides from him?
Yeah, he can drive me anywhere he wants to.
Okay.
Doesn't mean we're the best of friends, just means I get a free ride. Plus he lives across the alley from me. We're both greatly out of shape, and one day they decided, hey, who could do more push-ups? Well, jokingly, I played the fool, the part of the clown. He did a couple more push-ups than me, and everybody kind of razzed us, and who would win in a foot race? I was like, well, I would. And he's like, oh, I would. So now we got the greatest race of the century coming up here, April 22nd at the '09 Pub.
This is Jim Fox with a big race coming up. How did this come about?
Burke and I were chirping at each other one day. It started probably about 6 weeks ago. He bet me that he could do 5 push-ups better than I could. No offense to Burke, I'm not a skinny guy either, but it was like a beached whale trying to get back in the ocean watching him do it. So I started getting in on it. Everyone thought I could do it. And the race came.
So you destroyed him?
Absolutely I did.
So then, who brought up the running?
Honestly, I can't remember. We were all sitting here one day. It could have been Scott, it could have been Rachel. But it morphed into a race, and now we're just sitting here waiting for next Sunday to get here. And we're going to raise some money for the Ronald McDonald houses in St. Louis, all 3 of them.
So when you first heard about the race and you saw the push-up competition, what was your initial reaction?
They're both going to die.
Like literally?
Literally die. They're not going to make it.
Wow. During the race or the push-ups?
Both.
That's not good for either one of them.
No. I was worried for both of them.
Because of their health?
Yes. They're both a mess.
They're pretty fat guys.
Yes. Especially Fox.
Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah, I was really worried about him.
Fat.
And then if he died on the floor, I couldn't pick him up. I can't pick up that much.
And he's got bad knees too.
Yeah, so it'd be a bad situation.
How do you think this will affect your bar after the race, during the race, and after the race?
Well, it could be great because we get a lot of attention, but I could also lose 2 good customers in the process of the race. So it's a flip of a coin right now. We'll have to see what happens.
Understood.
How do you know the race?
Well, I was up here at the 09 when I heard about it, and it was like shocking news when I heard about it.
Yeah. Initial reaction to the race.
Well, I mean, my initial reaction is, wow, this is the Clash of the Titans. I mean, this is Ali versus Frazier. This is Bobby Riggs versus Billie Jean King. I mean, what more could you want? You got 2 giant of men, I mean, at least in their own mind, and kind of giant in their body as well, going head-to-head, mano-a-mano. I mean, what's not to love about this matchup? I mean, it will be a miracle if both survive.
This race has been hyped, the race of the century. Whose lives are going to be affected the most?
Well, I'd say so far my life's been affected. I quit smoking 3 weeks now. I've lost 13 pounds. Trying to really get my life back together and my body in shape. I want to live a long life, but more than that, the kids. We're doing this for the Ronald McDonald House in St. Louis. Keep it in the community, keep it in the city, and the kids will be talking about us for years to come. We're going to try to raise a lot of money. And
you talking like Jordan, LeBron?
Yeah, I mean, you really think about
Tiger,
Phil, McEnroe, Connors, LeBron, Jordan,
Arthur Ashe,
and AIDS, and Burke and Fox.
All right, Jim Fox. With this race coming up, how do you feel about your opponent, Mike Burke?
Well, I got a couple things working against me. I got a couple things working for me.
Okay. You
All
sure?
right.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay.
One, I was a college athlete. Was fortunate enough to play college football, even though I look like an offensive tackle now.
What you play in college?
I was a punter, believe it or not. I was first baseman on the St. Cecilia's Blue Wave CYC baseball team. They put him at catcher. Just my all-around athletic ability compared to his.
So you guys are going to remain friends after this?
I don't see why not.
Well, will you still drive him around to place to place because he doesn't have a car?
Well, Foxy's Uber service is always ready and willing to help anyone out.
Right.
And we're on. What do you think this will do for the St. Louis community in whole, as far as the effectiveness of the race and raising money for the charity?
I think this might solve all the crime and racial problems that St. Louis is having by bringing the whole community together. But now, instead of black versus white, it's going to be people for Fox versus people for Berg. So hopefully we're not going to be riots in the streets like we did with all that kind of stuff.
On a personal level, what do you feel about the two opponents? Sorry.
I really don't like either of them too much, to tell you the truth, but, you know, this is my personal opinion.
Opinions are good to have, you know. I mean, everybody's got them. And what do you think about Tom Hughes, the promoter of this fighter race, should I say the race, and director of this movie?
Tommy probably is the smartest person I've ever met in my life. I thought he was kind of a fruit when I first met him, but he's pretty smart.
He is still pretty fruity.
Yeah, he's a little. Well, he is.
He is smart though too.
But he can. But he drinks himself straight.
Yeah, he's like a fruit. Like you got to pick him way high. You know, he's like a low hanging fruit. You know. He's
exactly
still fruity,
right. But he
yeah.
is fruity. Yeah.
But smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good head on his shoulders. Yeah.
Yeah, extremely good looking too.
Big fruity head on his shoulders.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I like how this camera says January 1, 2007. At 5:04 a.m. So I mean,
it's really cold out.
It's Happy New Year's, everybody. It's 5:04 a.m. on a Sunday.
It's been a late night. We're still drunk.
Yeah. Well, thank you, sir. And as we're here, alley dogs. So it's been known that the guy that's Burke's corner for the most part is Christopher Sambo.
Just that name.
Christopher Sambo?
Yes.
Not a fan?
Definitely not a fan. And I hate to use the word hate, but I really do not like
so
that
you
guy
hate
at all.
to hate
he
him.
looks funny. He usually smells bad. There's nothing good about Chris Sambo.
Gotcha.
So what do you think about Scott, the bartender?
Kind of a jack off here and there, but he can be appealing sometimes when he's off the sauce and off the roids.
There's a rumor going around that you just want to do this because you like seeing your name in the paper or getting Facebook likes. Is that the correct term?
Yeah.
All right. Is that true?
I wouldn't say it's true or accurate. It's not all about Mike Burke. Mike Burke is not, at the end of the day, beginning of the day, Mike Burke just does what Mike Burke likes to do. If Mike Burke wants to run a race for charity, Mike Burke's going to run that race. It's not all about Mike Burke. It's been told before that I have an ego, but Mike Burke doesn't have that big of an ego.
Would you say you have an inflated ego?
It's inflated, but that doesn't mean it's big. Mike Burke is a man of the people.
Very humble.
Very humble. Mike Burke is very humble. I'm probably the most humble, most modest person in the world. But I mean, at the end of the day, Mike Burke puts his pants on one leg at a time. Or usually at the beginning of the day, I take them off one leg at a time too. But Mike Burke's just a normal guy, just an average working dude,
Gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 press conference for the Race of the Century. Okay, just real quick, what's your names?
Mike Burke.
Jim Fox.
I'm saying no first.
Yeah, so
Say it again.
Jim Fox.
Mike Burke.
All right, now you could go first this time.
Mike Burke.
Jim Fox.
All right. So thanks for sitting down. We're at this undisclosed location. Want to keep this top secret. Keep the fans away from you guys.
We're at the load.
Oh, at the load. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's get to the very first question. It's the it's one that I want your guys' reaction to everybody else's reaction that you guys are actually racing.
I don't understand the question.
So you want my reaction to their? Is that like a reaction? What?
You guys, I mean, it's just you know, the crowd.
Harvard educated over here.
Can you speak in layman's terms?
The crowd reacts.
Yeah.
Your reaction to the crowd.
What are they reacting to?
The announcement that you guys are running.
Oh, what'd they say?
Okay. Well, you haven't seen it.
No.
Or heard anything yet.
No.
All right. Well, let me show you.
Okay.
First heard about the race, what did you think?
I think like most people, I thought it was a joke.
When you first heard about the race, what was your initial reaction?
What a fucking joke, someone's dying.
What was your first reaction when you heard about the race?
Fucking joke, I'm guessing. That was bullshit, I'll be honest with you.
What was your first reaction to the race?
I thought it was a joke.
First reaction when you heard about the race?
It's a joke.
Hey, when you first heard about Burke running a race, what was your initial reaction?
I know CPR.
Carl?
Somebody's gonna die.
When Michael was gonna run a race around the block.
I thought it was a joke.
All right. Do you have any expectations?
No, because I don't expect either one to finish.
Cool. Yeah. What was your reaction when you heard about the race?
Heart attack.
So what do you guys think after watching all those videos?
I think this is bullshit.
How about you, Fox?
I totally agree with him.
Okay. We've gone over the reactions and the concerns, but now we're gonna go to individuals. First to you, Burke. We know you're wearing shades inside. This is a common theme where people feel like you are kind of getting full of yourself, you're getting a big head. Comments to that?
I'm always full of myself because I eat hearty. Two, I go, you gave away the disclosure of this place.
I think
I did that.
Yeah.
I figured maybe we'd be outside later with the paparazzi. I needed them. As far as having a big head, I was born that way, dude.
All right. This question's more geared for Jim. All right, bring it.
Stand.
That's cool. That's okay. Let's keep going. All right. Thanks for getting that chair right there. This one's for Jim. They said Burke is known as a little more of the intelligent one between the two of you. Do you think that will have any kind of advantage for him in the race?
Man, fuck you guys. I'm out of here.
It's definitely gonna help.
Oh, Burke, why do you have your pants down?
It's hot as shit in here, man.
All right, this press conference is over.